everyone. Today we're going to start a new collaborative art project. Collaborative means that people work together to achieve one task. So with this project, you're going to make one piece of artwork that will be combined with the artwork of students in other grade levels, and we'll turn it into one big piece of artwork. The theme of this project will be life's not about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain. So this is especially meaningful to us now because we're going through such a tough time this year. But also, it's a good thing to think about anytime a problem comes up or something negative happens. You try your best to see if there's a silver lining, if there's something good within that bad thing that happened. Okay, before we get started on the art making part of this project, I just want you to take a moment or a couple moments to reflect on a time where something that happened to you which was not ideal, also had a silver lining or a good part of it. So what you're going to do is get out a piece of white paper or any color paper really, hold it landscape style like a wide building, draw a nice big cloud on it, and then around that cloud you're going to draw another smaller version of the cloud. On the inside, you're going to write a negative event. Not the words. You actually think of a negative event that happened to you, like you got a bad grade on a test, or you weren't able to go to your friend's birthday party because of COVID, or you weren't able to go out to dine in restaurants because of the events of the past year. So you're gonna write down something that happened that was not so great here, and then around the outside, I want you to try to think about something that was good that happened because of that. So maybe you couldn't eat at your favorite restaurant, but because of that, you learned how to make pizza at home, and you do that all the time now. So here comes the negative event in the middle, and then the silver lining, or the positive side effect around the outside. Take a look at these couple examples. You can read them. They're from students around New Jersey around the time of COVID, and they're reflecting on the silver linings of the effects that happened in their lives. So take a look at those for inspiration, and then you're going to complete this activity, and please send a picture and submit it through Google Classroom because I'd like to cut these out and glue them around our bulletin board, okay? All right, so for our actual art project, we're going to be making a drawing of ourselves dancing in the rain. And we're going to be doing this by making something called a gesture drawing. A gesture drawing is when you make a drawing that makes it look like the person is in the middle of moving. You do this quick drawing by breaking people's figures down into basic shapes. Lots of famous artists have done this, including Edgar Degas, who made pictures of ballerinas and also horses. All of these pictures make the subjects, or the things in the painting, look like they're in the middle of their movement. Okay, so now to make our drawing, I have a couple things. I'm going to be using a pencil. I have this picture of a person that I found dancing. You could also take a picture of yourself dancing, whatever dance move you want, and use that as reference. But I just found this one online. This will be in our class resources. These are some really good tips and tricks for drawing human proportions. Proportions means how big something is compared to something else. So I'll be referencing this. And then this is a drawing mannequin. If you have one of these, that's great. This one doesn't really happen to work so well because the legs only go forward and backward and not to the side. So I'm actually gonna skip using this and I'm just gonna use that, the guy dancing here. So I'm using this as my reference. And I'm going to draw the body using this, but the face should look like you, the hair should look like you, the clothes should look like you, because this is a self-portrait. So to begin, let's start by making our head shape somewhere around the middle, kind of up a little bit of the paper. And we're going to make an egg shape for the head, or kind of an oval. And I want you to keep in mind this tip that there are 8 heads. You can fit 8 heads along the length of a human body. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to move my head about. So I'm gonna move that up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's better. So that's how long the person should be. We're going to do the neck. For that, we're going to make 2 lines. Don't make it too skinny. So the torso is actually 2 cone shapes, one upside down and the other right side up, connected by a sphere. But for our purposes, we're just going to make it like a rectangle. So a cone shape for the torso, upper torso. Ooh, my pencil broke. Upper torso. And we're going to do 2 lines. And I'm looking at the bend of his torso there. So I'm going to draw the lower torso over a little bit because his body's kind of curving. Okay, and let's go up to the arms. So we've got the joint for the shoulder. This arm is going up. We're going to break that down into 2 parts too. So we've got shoulder, elbow, forearm, and then the hand. And then we've got shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm.